Hello, everyone. This is our reaction to episode 5 of The Rings of Power. The episode title is called Halls of Stone. I wonder what's going to happen. Welcome to a Pod One's Voice of Arda crossover. We've been doing this every week for the last 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Jeez, yeah, this is the fifth episode, but the third
But
week.
it's third week. Yeah. As some of you might know,
Maybe
we
next
are
season
missing
will
the
be 4 episodes.
first through third episode. That reaction will be out shortly. But you guys are here to watch the 5th episode of Rings of Power. Real quick, Bale. No, actually, I'm going to start with Callie. Callie, what are you looking forward to most in this episode? Fuck you, Bale. You're British. Get out of here.
I mean, if it's called Halls of Stone, then I am a big Disa fan, so I'm just hoping for lots and lots of her this episode.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Belmont. Sorry, Belmont. What do you think?
I'm excited to obviously see some Durin action, Moria, Khazad-dûm, but I'm hoping we get a little Númenor. Númenor is as I've always said, my favorite part of the Second Age.
Mm.
But I'm always curious about what our boy Annatar is up to. Always curious.
Yeah,
we didn't see him last time, so.
No, we didn't. That's right. I
horrible.
Forgot.
I was very sad. So this episode, guys, it's gotta happen.
Yeah, and Bale.
Oh, you don't want to go. You don't want to go first. You can go.
No, I don't. I want to be a gentleman. I apologize.
No, I'm taking the piss. So I just want to see Annatar causing Celebrimbor to have like a mental breakdown. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'd like to see some more of Annatar and Celebrimbor specifically, because I think I don't know if they're either being forged soon or have been forged with the Dwarven rings. So yeah, I want to know what's going on with that. And yeah, that's kind of the intrinsic part of the story I'm most interested in. Of course, I want to know what's going on in Moria and Númenor. But I think Annatar is really kind of where my peak interest in the season is. So I'm hoping we get some more light on him and Celebrimbor's relationship.
Yep. And I mean, from last week's episode, we got more of the Stranger and the Harfoot.
Yeah, I doubt we're getting them this week.
We're gonna get more of the human dwarf perspective on this episode. So, but with that, everyone, if you are on Amazon Prime, we are starting at 0-0.
I'm also wondering if they're going to do anything with Anarion, because he's not dead. Like, he's in the West. So I'm wondering if Muriel's failure here is going to cause Elendil to go that way.
Yeah, that shit was wild. How does he know Quenya, by the way? Do we know that?
It's been a back and forth with that because he's saying the Galadriel and Quenya. And Galadriel isn't her real name. It's a Sindari or Telerian name, that was given to her by Celeborn, her husband. Her real name is Artanis or Nurduin. It's just strange that someone like Adar, if he is one of the first elves, they would have spoken Eldari, the first language and the precursor to what we know as most of the Elvish language. So maybe he learned Quenya when he was like a thrall for Morgoth or something. I don't know.
Which is where we segue into our sponsor, Duolingo. Learn Quenya or Sindarin today.
And get ready to be harassed by Duo on a daily basis. You better not freeze that streak, everyone.
Absolutely not. I was going to say my big complaint is that the gem is too prominent, but then I saw the other designs. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm going to shut up.
Dude, so I went to the One Ring party at San Diego Comic-Con, and they were giving everyone like ring pops, like the rings. It was kind of great.
That's incredible.
San Diego Comic-Con.
What are we doing here,
boys?
How
much drip his robes had. Like, look at them.
Dude, I love the dwarf outfits.
They're really good.
More than any of the other outfits.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's like, you're making it look real easy.
Yeah.
Really deep, satisfying sound, too.
Oh, yeah. You got Prince Durin complaining about calluses on his hands. Leave it to Dad. He'll get the wall down in 10 minutes.
Oh, wait. Is this how they're going to get the door?
I think they have put credence on Ethilin recently being made by, I think it was the new kind of apprentice of Celebrimbor, sorry, that said it. So it's possible, but I think he's more just trying to get the new Sunshafts in. I think this is what I'm really liking about this series, is it's actually putting credence on the other rings rather than just the one. Because if you watch any of the Peter Jackson movies, it's like, oh, the One Ring. There are all these other ones. We're not going to tell you about them though, but like you're seeing here firsthand how it works.
Oh shit! That's
Oh yeah. I was going to say they can use the same design because it's
they made it so they made the doors, and then that Celebrimbor is probably going to use the Ithildine in it. So it's exactly how it's written. That's amazing. I love it.
That's a big deal.
That's really cool.
That is a big deal.
That's a huge
But those names are
those
those names are in Lord of the Rings in the Council of Elrond chapter. And so, because he compared Bilbo, he says you would be an elf friend like Beren and Tur and Erendil. And of course, Erendil is the poem spoken in the Halls of Fire by Bilbo. Yeah, there's a lot of fan service this season with like name dropping. Dairon, Rumil. I don't mind it.
Oh, is that right?
The smirk. Oh.
Oh, God. He's right.
You should have shame. She does not.
He's a little control freak.
Bitch. Get absolutely fucking bent over, Kemen. You have no authority.
You hate him so much.
He's a rat.
Man, I love Valandil so much.
Same.
He's like one of the best.
Maybe that will like get her out of her high state. Oh, all right.
Oh, so this elf stone that made Muriel
this is how they're gonna do it.
You're gonna use
so this
now.
is how they're gonna do it.
Like a little.
He was gonna look the whole time. What a bum. Ring tribute.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
question here, and granted, this is not informed on books. So, in The Hobbit, it mentions that sickness that Thorin and his line have is induced by the Dwarvish Rings of Power. Is that something that's backed up by source material or something they made up for the movies?
You mean the Hobbit movies?
Yeah.
It's stated that a ring is at the base of every treasure hoard of the seven lords of seven dwarf lords.
Okay.
But it's stated that the ring did not impact them negatively. It just made them hunger for money. There was no ring in the Hobbit, so I don't know how they had even agreed to happen.
Oh.
You know, rings of power. Man.
Should make a show about it.
Man, we're really hitting it on the head today, folks.
Dude, they've done it like 3 times. He said the rings of power are complete.
This has a
He's
very
like,
cool looking robe.
You're only Prince Durin, bro. That's King Durin.
No. Navi's like, all right, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here because this competition he's gonna have is gonna be awesome.
Oh, yeah, ghosty ghost. Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa!
He's absolutely Sauron.
Hey, that's me.
Reeking of death. He's just like standing there, like, what are you talking about? That's not me.
It's been Annatar all along.
We're so fucking stupid. We're so stupid.
But it seems like the elves like know about a some other dimension world and are very accepting of it.
He's clever.
I'm so upset right now, and you're gonna be like, why, Pete? Why are you upset right now? Why did they have her speaking Sindari, but they had Arondir speaking Quenya? I'm like, did they get it mixed up? Like, I am bugged out right now by this because technically the Noldor elves should be speaking Quenya. The Sylvan should be speaking Sindari.
Don't get your hands off. Don't. Gross. Creepy uncle.
And also, what a creep. He just compared it to Galadriel. What the heck was that about?
I'm starting to understand why the Valar destroyed Numenor with little shits like that in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it, you little...
Dude, don't do this.
All right, you bitch. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yep. That deserves it. Fucking kick his ass. Fucking kick his ass. Fucking kick his ass. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I want.
Suck it! Look at
You're
you,
a
little
dick,
weasel.
Oh, he's gonna beat him whilst he's being held down. What a legend.
Really?
What
No,
the hell
come on.
was that?
Really?
Yeah.
Go on, Valander.
Oh, it's your boy!
Weasel.
With a sword
Wide
being
swings.
beaten.
Oh,
like
beat his,
a-
oh my god! Oh!
What a
Not the
puss.
first time it's happened in this show.
Nah, Kemen's gonna take advantage of someone and kill him. He's still Farazan's like son. There's gonna be some persecution from
He's such a coward.
breaking his arm. Like, if he grabs the sword and swipes at his
dislocated
legs,
his
I swear
shoulder.
to God.
No need. No, that right there. That right there.
I don't.
Was...
Yeah,
Ooh!
no,
Yo!
coward, absolute fucking
What a
coward.
fucking bitch. Oh, I'm
He had
so mad.
literally had his back turned and his hands up.
What a coward. You know what? At this point, I'm glad Numenor falls because I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want
And look
any
at
part
him.
of this.
Look at him. I'm a man. Look at me.
How could you continue to follow him after seeing him do this? Like,
All right,
the
first of all,
soldiers who were
No
there
one,
with
no
him,
one
I
saw
would
him
be
other
like,
than his own guards, though. That's the
No.
thing. He's going to manipulate the shit out of it and say that he like fought for him valiantly.
that's why he names him. That's why he names
Yeah,
his
so
kids.
that is why. I knew that was going to happen
Yeah.
from the start, but I just didn't think it was going to be this
Yeah.
way. He's not even lying. That's the messed up part.
No, he's not.
No, he twisted it around.
That's all he
Should've-
ever does. He never lies. He just twists things.
Is it that he cannot tell a lie? Like, is it like some
I don't
genie
think
curse,
it's-
or is it like he just doesn't?
I just don't. I'm sure he lies. Like, I think like him saying he knows Elrond was kind of a lie, that he would say he was wise. But when it comes to like him needing to like work things to his favor, he knows how to manipulate situations really well like this.
Man, that same steak has been sitting there for weeks. Is he gonna eat it?
It's called dry aged. So
Yeah. Oh, it's what he wanted at the end of the day. Oh, that's oh.
It's like metaphorically and literally a collar.
she's like, "You come back a prince again? Like, what do you mean?"
You
This is
tried your
fucking
damnedest
bullshit.
and got fucking promoted?
This is not what we were talking about.
Oh my god, no, not the answer.
Little tiny little.
It's almost like you haven't been alive for thousands of years. That's what
Dumb.
kills me about Celebrimbor in the book, and then in this now. It's like you really get tricked to make more things again.
Fuck. To redeem our cock up,
I mean,
we
I
can
love
make
it,
another
don't get me
potential
wrong.
cock up.
What if we did it again?
So I love him as the actor, but when they do this, it's like he's the father. Like he's much older than these other elves he's working with. When I don't like, I don't know if that's really supposed to be. Is he
This
supposed
is
to
the
be
guy
that
who trained
senior?
under Enerdil, who made the Elisar Elfstone in some versions. This is Celebrimbor, who also was there in like Valinor. It was just as good as the other Noldor, but not as good as Feanor, his grandfather. So the only thing is that like I don't know. What if one of those elves are there too? Like, are they supposed to be old as well? No, everyone looks young. It's just him, and that's it. It's the only thing that's kind of jarring about it.
Is that the orc that had a kid? The other episode.
Yes, yeah, it's Glug Nation, bro. I thought he was supposed to be a family man.
Oh,
Hey.
that was crazy.
Got him.
Oh, she moves so fast.
Yeah.
Okay, this is all right. Now he's speaking Cinderin. I'm okay with this. Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Oh, fucking hell. Shit, we really do only have 3 episodes left, guys. Alright, so that was a good episode. Tied a lot together.
Yeah, we needed things to start coming together.
I think that is true. I think that's for sure happening. And also Gil-galad did say that he couldn't that his armies could not take out, like the Elvish armies could not take out the orcs of both Sauron and Adar. So he's got to go to Numenor.
Well,
Is this the beginning of the friendship between Elendil and Gil-galad?
I I expect so. I think Gil-galad would probably send himself. I don't know if he'd trust it with an envoy.
But the problem
in
is
the books,
Farazan.
it's Minister and Kiratan, I think his name is, both show up and they're like, the ones who save Region, even Region's sacked. But it does seem it's going that way. I do feel like they're gonna send Isildur back. That would be a pretty good way to get him back to the island, and then he finds out about land deal and all that stuff, because Isildur has to be the one to save the tree off the fair.
He does have to go back to that tree. Yeah.
So he has to go back, and I really strongly believe they're going to introduce Annatar next season. They said he was in the west, but Osgiliath and Gondor are ruled by both Annatar and Isildur. It was never just Isildur. It's something Peter Jackson's movie really messed up for people.
So one half of the Argonath, he needs to be there.
Yeah, so in Peter Jackson, it's supposed to be Elendil and Isildur in the movies, and it's like I'm so confused by that. I don't know why they chose to do that, but I don't know. There's too many characters.
Yeah. I mean, my bet was going to be it would be a grieving Elendil going to the west to try and find Anarion and try and reconcile with his last son. That was where I thought it was going.
I think that is more likely. Well, actually,
I want to know what sword he had on his belt, because it didn't look like the one he handed in. And I'm wondering,
was it Narsil?
Was it Narsil?
I don't think so. Narsil.
We'll have to look back. We'll have to look back and see it.
Narsil, from what I can recall, was being held in, because we saw a glimpse of
the
it.
Tower.
In
it's in the tower. It was in the tower.
But it's in the Palantir vision. That's in the future.
Yeah.
So like anything could happen now.
Yeah, I didn't think that he'd been. Oh, sorry, I'm getting confused. Are you talking about in the vision? It looked like he had Narsil.
Yeah, in the vision. Yes. In the vision.
That's where I'm getting confused. I thought you were talking about the sword he handed down. I was like, I'm pretty sure he didn't get given Narsil already.
No. Narsil would make a whole lot of sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
the Battle of the Gwathlo with the Numenorians showing up for Region and stuff.
I'm wondering what's going to go on with the Ents. Because is that all the Ents we're getting? Because we've still got. Arondir and Theo and Isildur and Isildur's love interest that I've forgotten the name of.
Estrid.
We've got all them lot down south, supposedly now with no orcs to contest with. Are they going north to try and help Region? Like, what's going on with that? I think
Arondir's in trailers. All the trailer build-up shows him fighting actually the trolls.
In Region.
Okay. In which case, it seems likely that they're going to go up that way. I don't see Isildur being sent to Numenor then. Well, I think he'll go to Numenor, but as a point of reconciliation, because
he has to. He has to
go to Numenor. Yes, but sorry, I thought.
Yeah. What if they make it like it's months long and he goes with Arondir? Because it seems like that's what was going on a little bit in this episode. Some time was passing by. But what if Arondir was with Isildur? They go to Region. They see what's going on. Isildur goes and tries to get Numenor to help. It's a possibility. I don't think they're going to include Numenor. I just strongly believe it's not going to happen, or it's going to be something that happens at the end.
So here's the question. Do we get both Region and Numenor fall this season?
No.
I think Numenor is season 4.
Not this season.
You need Sauron to be in Numenor. You need.
I think season 3 is
so
likely.
Gil-galad's power can rise, and it's Gil-galad, I think.
I really feel it's this, and this is what I kind of said about it initially, was that the 3rd season would be the fall of Numenor, the 4th season would be the establishment of the realms in exile, and the 5th season would be the rise of Sauron and the battle of the last alliance, which would make most sense.
Yes.
Just where does Aerion fit in all this? And a lot of people are like, oh, she's going to build the Temple of Melkor. Others have been like, her and Kemen are going to be Nazgul. It's like, there's a lot of...
No, Kemen ain't being a Nazgul, bro.
He's a Nazgul. Right.
I could see him being sent. I could be him being sent by Farazan to Middle-earth, though. And he could be like a black Numenorian. So I do think there is like a bit of possibility there, especially with his desire to impress his father so much. He'd be like, oh, I could get this ring of power to make me this powerful.
Maybe
Hell
he becomes the mouth.
If he becomes the mouth of Sauron, that's fine, because he gets decapitated by Aragorn.
Okay, I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that.
Because he's
I don't think you want to punch him in his mouth even more, though.
He's still a rat.
All mouth.
He's a rat. He looks like the Joker who laughs, another Batman who laughs, and he just looks like a prick. So
he's a certified douchebag. But no, I think Anarion will. I think Yeah, I think Fall of Numenor will be next season.
Well, they're certainly
Um,
laying the foundations for it already with the whole altercation at that temple this
Yeah.
episode. Like,
yeah.
you could understand from the gods' perspective that are watching down, people that were trying to worship them and lay prayers just got fucking whatever
I
the
would be
fuck Heaven
mad, but
did.
I know so Valor intervention doesn't really happen a
No,
lot in this.
no,
So like I was sitting there, I was like, oh my god, the water's
it
gonna I was
takes
like,
a
it's not a
lot.
Greek mythology thing. The water's not gonna
Yeah.
like rise up
We
and
don't
like
watch from
Yeah.
first
save
First thing they're
perspective.
gonna burn.
Galandil or
I'm
anything,
just looking at
but
the comments. The first thing they're gonna burn is the Nimloth tree. That's how it goes in the books too. They'll probably burn that first, and the puff of dark smoke will cover them because that's how it happens in the books.
Would you be mad
Well-
at not Isildur, Elendil taking the seed instead? Because that's another way it could go.
Yes.
Is Elendil does it?
Yes, I would be.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset with Peter Jackson, what he did to Isildur. I need Isildur to be a little redeemed.
To
in the show.
redemption. Yeah, to redemption,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, because he's not all bad.
No.
He's not
he's
all
No,
good.
he's
either.
not. He's not bad.
at
He's
all,
not.
I would
Okay,
say.
okay. I want to clarify this. Isildur is not bad at all. Like Isildur is one of the most upstanding Numenorians.
Yeah.
Who not only saves the tree once but twice, and him and his
That
brother
is true.
hold off Sauron that whole time until he has to go and like meet up with them in Amon Sul as they like
Yeah.
gather and like Gil-galad's army comes through. And it's like 7 years the siege on Barad-dûr is happening. That's when Anarion dies. He gets a rock dropped on his head. All right, I don't know what's up with brothers and Tolkien, like with Húrin. Húrin got hit by an arrow in the eye, but Húrin like slaughtered 70 trolls or something. I was like, okay, dude, like this guy got shot by an arrow. Like, what's wrong with you? But Anarion gets a rock dropped on his head. But it's
That's
just
wild.
a lot of people don't think that like Sauron was like standing after he fought Elendil and Gil-galad. Like he was not. He was rocked. He got rocked by them. Like these are not normal people. This is Elendil Atal. This is Gil-galad. They're like he was wielding Aeglos. They're like fighting each other, and though they get bodied, they do such damage to Sauron that like Isildur just cuts the ring off. You know?
Yeah, he does a lot, but I think that is a good stopping point for tonight. Tomorrow, we'll be having at least Chase and Pete and Callie and whoever else wants to join. We'll be having a long form conversation about this episode tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. But yeah, it was a solid episode. I think they've done a lot.
I know I said a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna say this. This is like one of the best episodes I've seen in the series, and it's crazy to say that, but it's the only one that's truly moved the story into another like standard. Where now we're seeing like the faithful and the Kingsmen. We're seeing this corruption in Celebrimbor's mind, and he realizing that something is inherently wrong, and we're seeing like the rings finally being enacted in action in Khazad-dûm. And it's just like it feels so much more like the lore in the books now than it ever has to me, personally.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people have other stuff going on. I'm sure a lot of people have like their thoughts. I obviously have my thoughts. Like, you know, Valandio getting stabbed in the back. Like, why'd you drop the sword next to him? But whatever. You know, it was more for the plot point. You know.
Yep. But
I agree with that as well.
Yeah, that is that. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that is a good one. But anyway, Callie, where can the good people follow you on the social medias?
So I am on as Callie Cosplay, but the main focus of my attention right now is the Voices of Arda project. So the YouTube channel that you're watching this on right now has started out as just a podcast between Knewbetta and I, but now we're expanding, we're growing the family, we're inviting lots of great creators like Belmont right here, and yeah. And basically we're just making it a central hub for you to come and see content from all of your favorite Tolkien creators. So check out Voices of Arda on YouTube right here and on Instagram and get to know us. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Pete?
You can find me at BE1Mont _LOTR, as you can see under my name, but it's just Belmont. You can look that up too. Same thing, Voices of Arda. You can check out some reactions we've done with Podwans that we've been doing a couple videos for that, as well as a really awesome addition. We have Bladorthin on there as well, and he does such amazing trivia and quick trivia blitzes about the movies or just anything from the books, and they're very well done and very engaging. Like, you should check them out, test your knowledge, see where you stand, but you could always follow me or just go to the Voices of Arda. You could always find any of us there.
And Bale.
Well, you can find me over on TikTok as...
Oh, sorry about that. I was just saying thank you.
All good. Brain's gone fuzzy. Give me a second. Booting. There we go. Grandmaster Bale over on TikTok, Instagram, and also over here on YouTube as well. That's more or less it. I have other platforms. I'm just not really active on them.
I feel that, Bale. I feel that. You can follow me at Jedi Master X on all social media. You can find us every Thursday and Friday nights talking about the Rings of Power with our friends, the Voices of Arda. Obviously, we're very grateful for this collaboration. I've really, really, really thoroughly enjoyed watching this and getting to relearn some of the knowledge that has been lost for years in my brain, rediscovering it. So that's always been fun. But that's going to be it. 1 ring to rule them all, and 2 podcasts to bind them.
I love it. Have a good night, everyone.